Hey, book lovers, I'm Candace.
And I'm Chrissy. And you've just stumbled into your new favorite book club, Bookalicious Pod.
We're two sisters reading our way through fantasy, fiction, thrillers, and the occasional "what did we just read" moments.
Every week, we break down books chapter by chapter
with deep dives, hot takes, and detours into sisterly side convos.
Think a cozy book club mixed with a FaceTime call, sprinkled with a little chaos.
We don't hold back on the characters we love or the ones we love to hate.
We play games like Read It Like Reddit, Red Flag or Deal Breaker, and have Spotify polls for you to guess along with our plot theories.
If you've got a TBR pile a mile high, including ACOTAR or Frida McFadden,
or just want to feel like you're hanging with your bookish besties, hit play. This is Bookalicious Pod.
All right, so the episodes, Chrissy and I were just talking about it, they're going to be out of order from how we recorded.
Never done that before.
No.
Never been this ahead before.
It's never been an issue.
Yeah.
So one of the things that's going to be strange is that Chrissy is about to have her baby right now.
Yeah. It could have been today. Could have been last week.
I was just telling Chrissy, I was like, we have to get Thursday Murder Club out because this is the one we're scheduling it so that it could like land close to the movie premiere. But if we didn't finish the third one, I was like, what are we going to do?
I don't know. I don't know what we would have done. It would have been a mystery. We would have had two mysteries. What did Bookalicious think about the final part?
Yes, so Chrissy delayed. She delayed birthing for this special episode.
Yeah.
Little Franklet.
Yes. And you're thought I wasn't dedicated.
Yes, right. I know. I can't believe I ever questioned. But if you're like, who's Franklet? You're going to have to wait like probably 6 months because at some point we do mention it.
It's true. Yeah, one of the videos we've recorded. Maybe it was, I don't know. I don't remember.
Can't remember.
Could have been any.
Doing a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are doing chapter 66 through the end. Thursday Murder Club.
A lot happened.
Yeah. What did you think about it? Like high level?
One of my thoughts was this is not a book you should take a break from reading because that was really difficult. We've read this one and Not Quite Dead Yet concurrently. Again, we are very dedicated.
Yes.
And what we ended up doing was finishing Not Quite Dead Yet, and then we went back to Thursday Murder Club. And it was partly Not Quite Dead Yet was such a page turner that coming back to this, I was like, oh, this feels so slow now. But also there's so many characters that I totally forgot what was happening. So that was kind of difficult, I'll be honest. Even after I read it, I was like, I'm still not really sure what happened.
I'm going to be honest, too, and say that I finished the book sequentially very quickly.
Okay.
But it's probably been 2 weeks since I've looked at it.
Oh, that's hard.
And so I watched the movie.
Hoping for a good recap of what happened in the book.
I think, are we going to end up doing an episode about that, or should we talk about the movie today?
I don't know. I mean, ideally we would have a separate episode.
Yeah. So
maybe we plan on having a separate episode.
We'll plan on having a separate episode. Maybe we can sneak in a half hour before Chrissy actually gives birth.
I bet we could do that. Maybe in the hospital.
The hospital.
Candy won't stop for anything.
They're like, I see the head, it's crowning. And I'm like, Chrissy, what's your opinion?
Did you like the movie?
We're committed. Okay. So we'll see if we can squeeze one in. But so I watched the movie and then I was like, I don't remember this. I don't remember that. And
no.
Then I think it almost made it worse because it was so similar, but not quite.
Mm-hmm.
Then I listened
unbelievable
to
changes.
Yes. Then I listened to Friend of the Pod, So Approachable, their recap.
Oh, that's smart. I should have done that. I forgot they read this book.
Yeah, so that was helpful. But it's a little blurry.
Well, there's just so much because there's like 50 subplots going on. And so when we're summarizing it, if you pick out just the things that actually happened, it's not very long.
No.
But there's a lot of characters that we're leaving out because there's too many side stories, which
It
is
it
cool.
was yes, it was cool, but it was like if you imagine like a tree with a bunch of roots and they start like
Hmm.
spreading, but like 90% of those roots don't go anywhere.
Oh, yeah. That's a good picture. I was thinking of a croissant, very layered. But yeah, your
You like
roots
that
one
too?
is a better image.
But you know what I'm saying? Where it's like you have all these things and they feel important, and I was underlining them as we were going, and then at the
Yeah,
end of it, you're like, actually, none of this mattered.
I know. Yeah. So did that bother you? Or was it just annoying to when you had to try to summarize it to figure all that out?
I think it was annoying when I had to try to summarize it. When I was reading it, I think it kept me guessing. I also
Yeah.
kind of feel like this was a book that would have been really difficult to
Guess.
guess.
I was thinking that too. I'm like, was it possible to guess these things? Because I feel like it wasn't. But also, I was like, maybe it's because I totally forgot what was happening. That probably contributed.
In some ways, yes, in some ways, no.
You think?
Um, because we got Bogdan kind of right.
Well, we did.
I mentioned it.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, maybe we had said something like that.
Now, we do mention 1,000 things. So, law number says at least one will be right.
We're counting it.
We're counting it. So I think we got some things right, but like some things not right. And then there was a lot of, I guess, trigger warning,
Oh,
self-harm.
yeah,
There,
everybody.
there was a lot of self-harm happening.
That really kind of came out of nowhere multiple times.
I was shocked.
I know, me too.
I, I didn't see it coming.
Yeah, you think we would have by the fifth time, but we didn't.
Well, it's like Osmond, these elderly people, they could die from any old thing,
He
but
chose.
self-harm 10 times.
Yeah.
So that was shocking.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of that, to be honest.
I, I guess we'll get into it pretty soon, but I feel
Yeah.
like one time feels appropriate. It
But
was at
everybody?
least it was at least three.
At least three people in the retirement home. Maybe more alluded to.
I
At
don't
least
know.
four, I think, actually.
Who would be the fourth?
Bernard,
Uh-huh.
John, Penny. And wasn't there? And then who was oh, was Bernard Joyce's friend? Is that the same guy?
Bernard is Joyce's
Bernard
boyfriend.
is Bernard is.
Yeah,
Okay. Never mind. Then yeah, three.
three. Too many.
Kind of a lot.
Too many. So,
Yeah.
okay. But let's do our intro and let's knock this bad
Yeah.
thing out.
Let's do it. All right. Welcome to Bookalicious, a podcast where two sisters chat about books we're reading. I'm Chrissy.
And I'm Candace.
And today we're finishing Thursday Murder Club.
Boop, 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 boop. Oh
Ooh.
my God, I forgot.
Oh no.
We
What is
do
it?
need to shout out our reader mail.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Woo, woo,
Wait, which
woo.
one? Which one? Because we actually have multiple reader mail.
Oh,
We
I'm
have
only
fan.
remembering which ones.
Well, we also
Oh,
asked our UK correspondent
oh my
for this
God.
episode.
Yes. Oh my
That
God.
was
I can't believe I almost
huge.
forgot that. We
I
have our UK
know.
correspondent, FSmith, leading the pack on Book Olympics. Let's do quick Book Olympics. I know I said a tight 15.
Ah. Okay, I'll pull that up. Did you want to talk about anything else in the meantime?
What are you pulling up? The email?
The
Book
I have the
Olympics.
email. Is gonna pull up our book Olympics.
Okay. Yeah, so we have two emails. We have UK correspondent, and then we had a rogue titleless email sent in the dead of night, and it was exhilarating.
It was our fifth mystery.
Yes. Okay, so the Book Olympics, very quickly, we have
Um, almost there. Okie dokie. All right, Bookalicious. We have in our sea glass. ranking, aka number one, US, with 55%. It's only half
I know.
of the
I know.
listens. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I think these margins have widened. So in second place, the gold, we have the UK
Mm-hmm.
with 7.5%, followed by Australia with 5.5%, followed
Yep.
by Canada with 5%.
Yes.
So I think that's larger difference.
The, well, and I think we've had some flipping because I think Canada and Australia, I think they switched up.
Oh, they might have. Yeah, I feel like they're really
Mm-hmm.
close before.
Yeah. And then for our states, for US, very close. Texas and California, off by 0.5%.
Wow. Could be a rounding area error.
Yes. Florida and Georgia, off by less than a tenth.
Whoa, you're right.
I
Oh
know.
my
So
gosh.
anybody's game.
Yeah,
Anybody's
the
game.
medals are still out there.
One day we'll give the state their award, like a key to the city.
A key to the city. All the cities.
All the city.
Any city represented on here.
Yes. Okay. So what did our UK correspondent tell us?
Okay, well, we had 5 questions for her. First question was, what do you think about Richard Osman? What do the UK people at large think about him? How do you know him? And she said, Richard Osman hosts shows, and that's what I really know him from. He's a host and co-host in shows like Pointless and House of Games. Pointless came up, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. However, I think most people would know him due to his books. However, I haven't read them, but I might have to when I listen to the pod.
Yes,
Number
ma'am.
one listener, FSmith.
That's
Okay.
right.
Second question. This one was very important. We asked, do you actually use stones or is this
Oh.
fake
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
as a way of measuring weight? And she said stones is probably the most used measurement along with kilograms. It usually depends on the person. The scales we use, well, I use, LOL, weigh in stones. So I'd say that's probably the most nationally used measurement. I didn't
Wow.
realize that.
Wow. Do you ever lose a
Fascinating.
boulder?
Yeah. Yeah, are there different units of stone? A
I have an
pebble,
asteroid to
stone,
lose.
boulder? You have a what? An
I have an
asteroid?
asteroid to lose. What do I
Google your medical questions.
do?
Okay. Next question. Someone in the book has strong disagreements with the Strictly Come Dancing scoring system. Is this a show people watch, and do you agree with the scoring system? Okay, do you know anything about Strictly Come Dancing?
No. Is it Dancing with the Stars?
It is. This is where it originated. So
Oh,
it got, yeah, that's what Wikipedia said. It got exported to all of the other countries. So that's where Dancing with the
wow.
Stars came from. Mm-hmm.
Wow. I wonder what they don't
Mm-hmm.
like about the scoring. Just
Well,
the
let me tell
popularity
you what
vote?
FSmith said. She
Oh,
says, I love Strictly, and I both agree and disagree with the scoring system. Some of the judges are way too harsh, Craig. As well, I don't really like Shirley. No real reason, just not a fan.
that's the only reason you need,
Poor
baby.
Shirley. Yeah, we support you, F. Smith.
What's
So
your
there's
name?
4 judges.
Shirley? Out.
Okay, so there's 4 judges. Each judge gives a rating from 1 to 10. So it sounds like Dancing with the Stars.
Hmm.
She didn't say anything about audience voting, so I think it maybe it's just the judges.
Oh.
And there's a season starting in mid-September. So if you can find somewhere to watch it, you should.
Oh. Okay.
Hmm. Okay, fourth question. How common is it to say you grassed someone? What do you think?
I had never heard. I had to look it up because I was like grassed. I thought it was like chloroformed or like because in the U.S.
Oh,
when people say grass, they're talking about the marijuanas,
drugs. Yeah.
the drugs.
The
Yeah.
Mary Jane, the wacky tobacco.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about grass. So I was like, what is happening?
You never know at this retirement home. I don't know. They have
No.
access to a lot of things. Okay, she said, I have never in my whole life ever said the word grass to someone. She said, maybe it's because of where I'm from in the UK, but that's not a thing here, but I'm sure it's a thing in the cities. Don't think I'm fake, guys. I'm real, I promise.
Maybe it's an elderly thing. Maybe FSmith's not 95.
Oh, we're cracking the code.
Cracking the code here. Maybe this is like from the 70s or something. Again, I'm thinking it's the wacky tobacco.
That, yeah, I don't know. I could see that being a thing.
I don't know.
I don't
Why
know.
not? Okay.
Why not? Okay, last question. What is the standard number of sugars for a tea?
Oh, yes. Good question.
hmm She said, I actually am not a number one tea enjoyer. Shocker, considering that I'm that UK listener. But I'm pretty sure it's one or two sugars. Growing up, my mom has always had two sugars, and so have other family members and friends. So I'm pretty sure that seems about right.
Okay.
Two sounds
I
very
think
reasonable.
two sounds reasonable. Six, they mentioned six last time. I think it was Chris. I was like, that seems like way too many.
Chris. Oh my gosh. Chris in the movie, we could have things to say about him.
Yes. Ah,
Oh, Chris. Okay, but yeah, that was from our UK correspondent. I loved reading her email.
that was so fun. Thank you,
Yeah.
F. Smith.
So helpful too.
Yes.
I feel very cultured now.
Okay. Are we ready for our other reader mail?
Yeah. Do we want to save it for the movie? I don't know. What are you thinking about time?
All
Or are we
right.
not
We'll
really
save it
concerned
for the
about time?
movie. But
Okay.
this reader mail is like top tier.
Yeah. Keep you coming back for more. Watch the movie
Yes.
episode.
Yes. And this is a girly after my own heart sending an email via Samsung Galaxy, fellow droid.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I see you. I see you.
There we go.
Okay. Well, let's do the summary and let's knock this bad boy out.
Okay, great. Okay. So brief summary, just answering the three big mysteries we had here. So first mystery, who killed Tony? Who was it?
Mm-hmm. Bogdan.
Bogdan. Okay, so back in the day, the gang was Tony, Jason, Gianni, and Bobby Tanner. Tony murdered a teenager, then ordered a taxi driver to dispose of the body, and then had Gianni kill the taxi driver to tie up the loose ends. After this, Jason and Bobby left the business and didn't want anything to do with it. The taxi driver was Casimir, Bogdan's good friend. Bogdan and Steven, who owns the gym in town, team up and kill Gianni. Steven takes his passport and stages his escape. Everyone, to this day, still thinks Gianni has fled the country and is somewhere in Cyprus hiding out. Bogdan has always wanted to kill Tony too, but he needed the perfect opportunity. So he's waited decades,
A
right?
long time.
A really long time. I guess at least 15 years. Maybe like up to 20 years. Because Jason was in the business in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. So, but it's been a long time. Been a very
Yeah.
long time. Okay. He installed Tony's security system, and so he installed it incorrectly. And so he was ready to knock him off. Bogdan
Mhm.
reveals all this to Stephen, Elizabeth's husband, who promises to not say a word.
And what oh my God. So Approachable mentioned he has dementia. So he's
So
just
he,
gonna forget it.
yeah,
I didn't even
that's
like
true.
pick up on that.
That's yeah. I mean, that's a perfect person to share all your secrets to.
That's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Unless your name's Penny.
Well, yeah.
She'll just blurt out the secrets.
Well, not anymore. That was in her early days.
I guess
Which I
so.
think Steven still has good days and bad days. So I'm like, well, what if it's the flip and like he does remember this and he just says it because he doesn't even realize it's a secret, you know?
I think with dementia, it's like your short-term memory is really bad.
I think
So
so.
like your good days are when like your long-term memory is doing well, and your bad days are
Mm,
when you just don't have nothing.
Don't have either.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Okay, so one brief note from this first part of the summary. I didn't realize how many double names there were, but there's Stephen. Maybe one is Stefan or something. I think there's like two Peters, Donnie, Jason. I don't
Oh.
know. There's a lot of names where I'm like, this was kind of confusing. Oh, especially Steven. I'm like, you could have any name. Why are there two Stevens?
Well, yeah, and like when you mentioned Gianni, I was like, who? Because
Exactly.
they always referenced him as like the Cyprus man or
Turkish
something.
Gianni.
Turkish Gianni.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I thought
Don't
it was
remember.
Turkish Bobby.
Mm-mm. Not at least from what I remember, because Turkish Gianni, and then we meet his dad, something Gundas or something. Carlos.
Yeah, I mean, I even did the character map and I'm still a
I
little turned
know there's
around
a
in here.
lot of characters.
Yeah. Turkish Johnny.
I was saying
Oh,
Gianni, but yeah, I guess Johnny.
it's spelled Johnny like Johnnny.
What? No, who's Gianni?
I don't know that one. Go to page
What? He was
go to
all over
page
this book.
208. Do you have the UK book? Did they
Oh,
change it?
well, I don't know. I didn't know there were different versions.
Well, I didn't
We talk
either.
about this?
Chapter 67, 208.
Okay. Okay, I'm on 208.
It says Turkish
Um,
Johnny. Jason had been thinking about him a lot.
uh, Turkish Johnny. Where is that in the
So are you in chapter
T?
67?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's after the BMX reference, and there's a
Okay.
coffee.
Turkish Gianni. Mine's spelled, my whole time it's been spelled Gianni. Do we have different
Wow.
versions? Oh, I didn't even see this.
Wow. Look at mine. You see it?
Oh, yeah. They're different. Oh, that's funny.
Okay. Interesting.
Wow. Okay. I don't know what that's about.
I didn't even know they were American washing this for me.
Yeah. Wonder what other differences there are.
I mean, Gianni, how it's spelled in your book makes more sense because I was like, why are there all of these very white people names? And I was like, I guess that's why they're calling him
Oh.
like Turkish Johnny, so you knew.
Yeah. How does add some flair?
Okay, okay.
Oh, that's really funny. Okay.
I feel better now because I saw that name and I was like, I don't even remember that at all. Okay.
Yeah, it
Turkish
wasn't you.
Gianni.
It's the book edition.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay.
All right. Ready for our next mysteries?
Yep.
Okay. So second mystery is who killed Ian? Do you remember?
Yeah. Flop.
Oh, you thought it was a flop?
I didn't like this one.
It wasn't, I don't think it was my favorite. It didn't super make a lot of sense to me, but we can
Mm-mm.
talk about it. So it
We'll
was
talk about it.
John, Penny's husband.
What?
We're actually going to explain it with third mystery, which is what's with the bones in the gravesite? And
Mm-hmm.
it all has to do with Penny. And now in turn, John, which is why he killed Ian. Okay.
Yes.
So the real culprit behind these bones is again Penny and John. So there is a cold case from the 70s that Penny worked on in her junior detective days. A man said a burglar killed his girlfriend, but Penny always thought his story was fishy. She decides the boyfriend killed the girlfriend and was going to get away with it. So Penny says, "Not on my watch." And she goes all vigilante and kills the boyfriend and buries him in the cemetery. She and John had been in the area while John worked as a vet. And this is how they put the pieces together because Karen Playfair sees a picture of him and says, "Hey, maybe he knows what's up with the bones." John wanted to protect Penny, so he killed Ian so the cemetery wouldn't be disturbed. Which I was like, what are they gonna do when she's already 80 and
And like broccoli.
totally demented? Yeah.
Like,
I don't
calm
know. And
down.
like, would they even trace it back to her?
I don't know.
It seemed kind of extreme. I feel like he just wanted to kill Ian. That was what he really wanted to do.
Honestly, if he would have just said that guy was so annoying and I just didn't want
Everyone would have
him
gotten it. Hmm.
messing with the grave, I would have been like, totally get it.
I know. Well, okay, so that was weird, but then this next part was also weird. So Elizabeth says, totally get it, but I still need to turn you in. Which I was kind of like, again, why? I mean, at
I
this
know.
point, why do you need to do that? I don't know. But she says that and he says, totally understand. So then he goes Romeo and Juliet style and injects both he and Penny with medicine, something or other, so that they die in their
Fentanyl.
sleep. It was all fentanyl.
Probably. That's how
Yikes.
he got Ian.
I know. Just had a stash.
Also, what I did want to bring up, I didn't realize this till I watched the movie. That cold case, that is a reference to the beginning.
I didn't realize that either. I thought the movie put that in. I said, oh, that's really smart to do it like that. But
Yeah,
no, that was how the book was
that's how it was. Yeah, but it was like by the time you came
so
back
long
here,
ago.
you'd totally forgotten about that. Which I mean, that's a good hint. And I'm like a little disappointed that
Yeah.
we didn't think of that.
No, totally forgot about it. It had been so long. But honestly, I feel like maybe his editor was like, I think people forgot about this. Because when it came up at the end, it sounded like it was a brand new case. Like she had just found this thing.
That's what I was thinking too. I know.
So I kind of feel like everyone forgot about it.
I think so.
So, but yeah. So those are the three mysteries. Were there any other big mysteries?
Um, Father Mackey not being a priest.
That was a big one. Okay, so he was okay, yeah, let's do that one. Okay, so mystery number four. Who is the real Father Mackey?
Uh,
Not a priest.
he was like, I guess he was like priest in training.
It seemed strange, yeah, how this all worked. Okay, so what happened was so
Oh,
he was one of
this is the fourth unalived.
yeah, yeah, I was thinking that, but not in the retirement center.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Father Mackey's story. So he was one of their main suspects for the graveyard. They said, well, maybe he's behind the bones because he seemed really invested in this. So he was in the area doing priestly duties in the 70s, but yeah, he was never actually a priest. Was he just pretending or yeah, was he in training? Because that would make more sense.
Well, you're our Catholic correspondent. Do they do like some trainings before they're officially a priest?
Yeah. You'd normally be training under another priest, but I mean in the 70s maybe it was different. So like you could get sent somewhere and like be working as a priest. That sounds pretty normal.
Even though
But
you're
you
not
wouldn't just
officially a
pull in,
priest?
well, people would know you're not officially a priest. Like I don't think you would I don't think you'd have this scenario where everyone thinks you're actually a father and you're not
Well, everyone thinks he's a father current
now.
time. Yeah,
But
back
also then,
then,
right?
if you're a priest in training, can you do confessions?
I'm not sure. Maybe you can. I'm not sure. It's
That's
a
the
good
only thing
question.
I could think of. Otherwise, yeah, he's been like pretending to be a priest for 50
Right?
years, but
How did they
also,
believe him?
yeah, and then also becoming a doctor.
Oh yeah, and then he was a physician? When did the physician thing happen? Is that after he left
How I
the
took
place?
it, how I, what's in my heart, and
Hmm.
I don't have pages or anything to back me up, but what's in my heart is that Father Mackey was on his way to be a priest, and then he met Sister Maggie, and he fell in love, and they boinked, boinked, boinked. She gets pregnant. She unalives herself. He's destitute. He leaves the church, probably for multiple reasons, and then he goes to become a doctor.
Yeah, I think that's probably makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why Maggie killed herself, though.
I mean, that was still kind of shocking because everything else in the book has been very like lighthearted, and then that was very like intense all of a sudden, and you're like, oh my gosh, what?
And she was like
So
in the sanctuary or something.
yeah, it was kind of a lot. But I mean, And yeah, it kind of felt really heavy all of a sudden
Yeah.
when the rest of the book wasn't. So I could see because basically Maggie told one of her friend nuns and said, "Hey, this happened." Then the nun told the Mother Mary, the head lady, and then the Mother Mary said, "You got to pack up your bags. You're leaving tomorrow." And so I could kind of see how you'd feel like your whole life is over. You know,
I mean,
it's not a good look, especially in the 70s, especially if you're a nun. Even if you're not a nun, that probably would be really hard. But she's a nun. So it's like
yeah.
double scandal. So I don't know. I mean,
It just
yeah.
it just seemed like wow, like a lot. And she was pregnant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So did it feel out of place to you?
It I don't know. It just seemed to me like I don't know why she didn't like have like a longer talk with Father Mackey because it sounded like he was down to be with the kid and
Escape?
like support and like escape and run away together. It would make more sense to me if he was like she came to me and I said no. Like you have to get rid of it or
Mm.
something like that. And then
Yeah.
that to me would give like more power for or more reason for her to do that versus like
Yeah, that's a good point.
you got to move. And then she's like, okay, you know what? I'm not moving.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's a good point because Father Mackey had offered before. He's like, "What if we both run away together?" She said, "I don't know if I'm ready for that." But yeah, he was on board. Unless she thought maybe he wouldn't be once he found out there was a kid. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, we just have to assume she was like really ashamed
Yeah. It's
or
like really sad because she's very
it's super
young.
sad. I know. Yeah, so this one I was like, "Oh, wait. Everything else was like fun and games. Even though people were dying, it was like very lighthearted and
Yeah. So Father Mackey didn't want the nun grave dug up because he didn't want Maggie and his unborn baby moved, right?
Yeah, he was like, I need to protect them now since I didn't protect them earlier. I was like, oh.
But why was he pretending to be a priest?
Yeah, why was he still doing that? I don't know. Yeah, did they ever talk about that?
I don't think so. And then my question was there was three little Bettys who were like, "Oh, we
Oh, that's
love Father
right.
Mackey." I'm like, wouldn't they know that he wasn't at the church?
Yeah, that's a good point. I have no idea. Yeah, there's still a lot of mysteries with Father Mackey.
Yeah. And I don't know. I to me, if you're impersonating a priest, something ain't right. Something ain't right with you. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay. So that was a weird one. Um,
That was weird.
working backwards, how do you feel about Penny killing that rando?
I like that they tied in Penny in that way because
Yeah,
we were kind of thinking we're like she has to be more important than just old friend who's sitting here,
right.
but we didn't know how. So I thought that was a pretty good tie-in. And then I feel like we still I don't think the book says what Elizabeth's job was or career was,
No,
right?
no.
Yeah. So we still don't know about her, but I feel like this kind of makes sense. It's like, okay, well, if Penny's doing this and she and Elizabeth were best friends, like Elizabeth has been doing some probably like sneaky, complicated stuff, is my guess.
Yeah, except Elizabeth was like gonna grass on
Turn her
her right
in.
away.
I know. Well, okay, so in the movie, spoiler, not really a spoiler, but she says that she worked for what is it? MSI?
MI6, that's a CIA.
MI6. Yeah, yeah, the CIA, which I don't think they say that in the book. Is that right?
No, they don't. I read a review online and it's like they don't say it, and that's part of like the funny part.
Oh, did we just miss it because we didn't get it?
Well, I think it's supposed to be funny because she's like, "Oh yeah, I know like a bone excavator. Oh yeah, I have people that can do this. Oh yeah, helicopter's coming. Oh yeah, I know someone. I know someone." So I think like that's the joke, but her saying like MI6 is kind of like it takes away from the joke, I guess. This is what this review said.
Oh. Oh, okay, okay, that's interesting.
So I
Yeah,
was like,
I
okay.
could see that. Well, I this is actually a series. There's more books in the
Yes.
series, so it might say later. So I
Yeah,
don't know,
I might.
but it might. Um, but yeah, so oh yeah, so if Elizabeth was working for kind of like a justice sort of agency thing, then I guess that would make sense. Like even to the end, she's like, well, justice has to be served.
I don't know. I feel like if you're in CIA, MI6, you've been doing some weird, morally gray things. Like,
I mean,
because Elizabeth's been breaking the law this whole time.
that's true. That's true. She's always been justifying it.
Well, so like even with these bones,
Right.
she gets her paleontologist out there to,
She like mails
DNA
him
and
a sample.
yeah, and he like take she's like take whatever bones you want. Like whatever,
I
who cares? We're just gonna
know.
put him back. And I'm like, guys, like you need to leave everything as it is. You can't just be taking random bones away.
I know. Okay, actually, on that note, so when the police find out about this, when Donna and Chris are like, "You did what?" They're like super freaking out. Did you think that was a normal reaction or
Yes.
overreaction?
I thought that was a reasonable reaction.
For some reason, when I read it, I don't know if it was just that or if there was also something else, but I was like, I feel like at this point, they should be like, whatever. This seems
I
like too
mean,
much.
it was like an overreaction because at this point Elizabeth has just been doing whatever she wants. So like they shouldn't
Yeah,
be surprised.
right.
But I feel like moving of the bones is like the most egregious thing that she's done because that's like
Yeah.
potentially a real crime scene that she's tampered with versus, oh, I hired a PI and did some snooping, private snooping.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that is pretty bad.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, so do you like Elizabeth and that she feels entitled to all these shenanigans while turning in her closest friends to
No.
the police?
No. And it's like your friend is in a coma.
I know that really didn't make sense to me. I'm like, I don't, what would the police even do at this point?
Let it go. Yeah. Like,
I know. Or is Elizabeth just wanting all the mysteries to be solved? So, because I think they say something about it being printed in the newspaper. So, like, maybe they said who killed Ian and what the bones were about, but like, they don't really have proof other than Elizabeth's word.
right. The only way that I think it would make sense for Elizabeth to be like grassing on Penny is if someone else was being convicted.
Yeah. If someone else is going to go to jail for killing Ian, right.
Ian or that body
Or the body. Yeah.
or the body.
Good
Then
point.
it's like, okay, the
Maybe
jig is
that's
up.
why.
Maybe because they didn't want it to get pinned on Jason, I guess.
Yeah. Possible. That's possible.
And they couldn't build the case that John killed Ian unless they also revealed the
Right. That
Penny part.
penny.
Is that okay?
Maybe. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I could get that. But she didn't even give him any time. She's like, I'm going tomorrow. I don't know. It seemed like a lot.
Yeah, and then John, who seemed perfectly healthy,
I know.
he was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I guess because he was going to go to jail. So,
Well, that's true. He missed the policing, but would they actually? Well, yeah. I mean, he killed somebody.
I mean, if you killed somebody,
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
So, all right. But yeah,
So,
I don't know. I didn't love it though.
I didn't love it. No, that was not a happy ending for me. That was not a fun little
Yeah.
button.
No, it wasn't.
No.
So, yeah, so I don't know. Okay, maybe we can talk about this now or later about what would you have wanted to happen. So whenever you want to talk about that.
What would I have wanted to happen?
Yeah.
I really wanted it to be Ibrahim.
Oh, that's right. No one in the murder club was the one.
Well, technically, I guess Penny,
Oh, that's true.
murder
Well,
club adjacent.
yeah. Well, Penny from 50 years ago, and then John from today.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What did we say about Ibrahim? Why did we think he was so good?
Because he
He was a
was like
doctor.
savvy with the technology. He was a psychologist. I guess I wanted the bones to be more tied into
Present day.
the, yeah, into like the taxi cab somehow, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's what I wanted. Maybe not.
Yeah. I know. I can't decide either because when I finished reading the book, I was like, this all felt like kind of disjointed where I'm like, there's so many different things going on that ended up not being connected. Like Father Mackey, he was just kind of connected, but like there's all these things that weren't actually together. But on the other hand, it's like, well, that made a really interesting story. And there's so many different layers, and I like that. But I'm also like, did it just feel disjointed? I don't know.
Yeah, it just felt too convenient. And someone else mentioned this that I was like listening to. So these aren't my own thoughts, but they were like, Bogdan just happened to dig into the singular grave that
Good point.
Penny put in. It was like all very convenient for all of these different, as you say, disjointed plots to be
Yeah.
connected.
Yeah. Okay, question though. Is this book meant to be like super thriller mystery? Or is it really more about the characters?
I think it's definitely more about the characters than it is the actual plot.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I'm like, why is the plot then so
That's
complicated?
okay. Yeah, that's true. Have one or the other.
Yeah, and I liked it when we were reading the first half and you're seeing like a lot of people like with end of life and they're like thinking about different things and Elizabeth's dealing
Mm-hmm.
with her husband with Alzheimer and even John and Penny and da 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 and like John and Penny being double murderers and then Romeo Julieting each other, that just didn't feel like true to the
In
first half of the
line.
book. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe that's why it didn't sit well. I was like, where did this come from?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then Ibrahim, or not Ibrahim, Bernard, that was the worst storyline. I wish we had just deleted him.
I know. That was weird. Do you want to summarize Bernard?
Yeah, so Bernard, he sits on the bench every day, and everyone's like, why does he do that? His wife used to sit there. Da 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 da. He's stuck in the past. It turns out his wife, when she passed away, did she want her ashes spread on the river? And he was like, no, I need your ashes with me. So he
Just
like,
kept them. So the daughter definitely wanted to spread the ashes on the Ganges River. I
yeah.
forget exactly what the mom's wishes were, the wife's, but yeah, he was like, I'm not ready to part with her. So then he put her in a teapot and buried her in the cemetery, but then they built the bench right over where he buried her. So he could
Hmm.
never take her out to put her in the Ganges.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then he spent every day with her.
Right. And so then at the end, I don't even know why he did this. He was
I
just like,
think,
I'm too sad.
yeah, I think so. He's like, I think I'm just ready to not live without her anymore. Which I'm like, oh, I guess he enjoys her becoming friends. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I,
Yeah, it seemed
that,
kind of sudden, unless I'm forgetting something.
like, are you sick? Like, why? Like, you still have your
He's
daughter.
just, yeah, still has his daughter. No goodbye. I know. So I don't know. Is this Richard Osman coming out? Like Bonnie Garmoose comes out in Lessons in Chemistry, where he's like really trying to make a stance on this hot button issue, and he's like, look, it can be good or something. Or is
I
this
mean,
just, I don't know,
it
something
could
else?
be. It could be. I don't know, but it is a large number of, I guess with John and Penny, that seems a little more sense because he's going to go to jail.
Yeah.
Bernard, very little sense. Like I get it. It's like you're really sad, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. But it's like when you still have your
Blah, blah,
kid,
blah.
yada yada yada. You keep complaining about your dead wife, like, but it's like you still have a kid, and so it's like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like the kid would keep you tethered to the world.
You would think. Maybe the kid never visits.
I guess so.
Yeah. Kind of forget.
So then So then Joyce has him cremated, and then she excavates the first wife's
Mm,
ashes, and then she mixes them together, and then she gives that to Bernard's daughter so that they can be spread in the river together.
right. They might spread them in the bay.
Or maybe they did the
Someone
bay.
goes to the bay and then maybe did they split it up half and half? I don't know. I don't really remember. But
They
yeah,
did something like
they
that,
they
yeah.
end up together in the water.
Which I think that's like kind of a nice there's like a nice symmetry to that, but
Yeah. Yeah, they're
I
taking your own life part. I'm like, oh, wow. Okay, what if he wasn't in there at all? I guess he's another suspect for the cemetery.
yeah, but like not really. I don't feel like anyone really thought Bernard did it.
Yeah. He was kind of like another layer for Joyce because she's always talking to people. It sounds like she's ready to go. Um,
Mingle.
yeah, mingle.
Not anymore.
Not
I mean,
anymore?
could you
Oh,
imagine? You're like, oh, I
gosh.
was starting to get a boyfriend, finally, like opening myself up, and then he killed himself.
Oh my
You're like,
gosh, you're right.
okay, great.
No.
Yeah, so I didn't love that.
Yeah.
All right, what do you think about who killed Tony?
Oh, Bogdan, that whole story.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was a little shocked because I'm like, well, that's who we all thought it was at first. And so honestly, maybe that's a good mystery because he made us think it wasn't Bogdan, even though that's the most obvious choice.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was, but it's for a totally different reason. So once I wrote the summary and kind of figured out how all the pieces fit together, I was like, oh, that was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was reading it, I was like, I still don't get why Bogdan killed Tony. There's too many people here.
I mean, yeah, it's like a really lo like Bogdan's been playing the long con.
Yeah. He's the only one
Like,
left now.
yeah, getting ripped off by Ian
Yeah.
all this time. Tony, I guess, doesn't recognize Bogdan. I guess Bogdan was just friend of a friend.
I think so.
But the reason why I said that we guessed Bogdan is because the reason why you would think it was not is because Bogdan and Elizabeth had a conversation at the graveyard and she said,
Oh.
"Did Ian ask you to kill? Did Ian did you do it? Blah 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 for
Mm-hmm.
Ian." And I remember highlighting it saying he said, "No,
Oh.
Ian didn't ask me, so no, I didn't kill him." And no, I wouldn't tell you. Something like that.
Yeah, he said I wouldn't. Ian asked me to do a lot of things, but I wouldn't do that for him, which is
Right.
true. He didn't do it for him.
Right, right. So that was like the misdirect, which I thought that was clever.
That is good.
I think I would have liked it better if maybe we deleted Bernard, Bennett,
Okay.
and we inserted Ian's wife.
Oh, what would she have added?
Well, because I think because I had been thinking maybe it was the wife who wanted to get all of the money and she was tired of Ian's philandering ways.
Right. Yeah, we never hear from her.
No, and I feel like that would have been like a more compelling
Yeah,
murder
tighter.
candidate.
I think so. And then she does come up at the end because something else we haven't mentioned yet is all the finance
Oh
things.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which we can get into, but we can maybe focus on Tony first. Yeah, I would have liked to see more of Ian's wife.
Yeah. What do you so you did you like the Bogdan overall?
Um, I'll be honest, when I read it, I was like, I don't know what's happening. This is too many characters. And looking back on it, I'm like, okay, I like this story. So now Now I think I like it because is there anyone else who I would have preferred to have killed Tony that would have been better? I kind of think
Bo
Bogdan's the best one.
Bogdan was the best one because it's like we knew it wasn't Jason because of the picture. So
Yeah.
did Bogdan send Jason the same picture that was put on Tony's shirt?
Okay. So there's also still some unclear things because I think Jason and Bobby meet up, and then I think they call a third person who I don't think we get their name. I don't know, but they have like another contact who like sent them the picture. I don't know. It was confusing because they assumed that Turkish Gianni or Turkish Johnny had sent the
Mm-hmm.
picture because like, oh, that's just something he would do, want to like flash it around.
Yeah.
But we learn from Bogdan that Gianni's dead. So,
Ben dead.
yeah. Yeah, I know. So yes, I don't know if we do learn about that. Yeah, that was a whole other thing too. I felt like, did you feel like it was weird when Chris went all the way to Cyprus and talked to Turkish Johnny's dad? That felt like kind of random. Maybe that could have been taken out because
I mean,
there's a lot.
yeah, that was like a whole other subplot, and it was like we went really far down this rabbit hole to get nowhere.
Yeah,
But I guess it was good because it was like Jason was like, I know it's him. Like it's definitely
that's true.
Turkish Gianni. So like you got to go follow up.
Yeah, I guess that's true. And I did like how Bogdan and Steven were so good at, I don't know how they were so good at killing him and covering it up. They just threw him overboard. It doesn't seem like that's all that clever. But the cover up of him fleeing the country, I thought that was smart.
Oh, yeah.
I liked
So
that.
what did they do? They had Bobby take Gianni's passport.
Steven. So
Oh,
Steven took Bobby's
Steven.
passport and he took like 1,000 euros or something from Tony
Mm-hmm.
and all of Gianni's clothes or whatever. So they made it look like he fled to Cyprus. But then Gian or no, what's his name? Steven came back on his own passport. So there's only a one-way ticket for Gianni going to Cyprus and no one knows where he is now.
Oh, that is sneaky. That
That
is,
was
I
good.
do like that.
I really like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I kind of like that this is one thing Elizabeth doesn't find out. But she doesn't, I mean, she doesn't mention that at the end, I don't think, right? She's not like, wonder who killed Tony. Seems
She
like
doesn't
she's,
find out that Bogdan did it.
I don't think so, because she would have turned him in. I think he only
Ah,
tells Steven.
he definitely does tell Steven.
Oh, there's a whole florist that we cut out. I don't even remember, honestly, what
It's
what the florist did.
it's
Yeah, there's
I
so
think that's where
much.
Bobby goes. He becomes like a florist or something.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's Bobby's story.
Okay. Did you feel like Donna and Chris were gonna go on a date?
I totally thought that's where that was going.
And then
But
she was
yeah,
like, date
she's
my mom.
it's like, oh, wow, that's a turn. I guess he's a lot older than her.
Yeah, he's like 50 and she's like 30 or something. So, but I
Okay.
still thought, I don't know. I don't go to my boss's house with a glass of wine to watch Netflix.
No. Multiple
I
times a week. They're like each
multiple
other's
times.
only friends.
Yeah, like no, I don't do that.
Yeah, that threw me for a loop. But
And then
maybe I
I was gonna say, and then set you up with my mom.
I know. But I think maybe I like that better than Donna and Chris dating. So then they can stay
Yeah,
friends.
right. I think it ended up nice, but I would have preferred if it was more platonic seeming.
Right. Instead of having wine nights together at midnight.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, reasonable.
I'm looking back to see if Elizabeth knows. Okay. Bogdan confesses to Stephen. Stephen says, "What if they catch you?" Bogdan, "I don't know. I don't think they will." Stephen, "Elizabeth will work it out if she hasn't already." Bogdan, "I know, but I think she'll understand." Side note, she won't.
Yeah.
And then Bogdan says, "I laid a pretty good false trail. We went to Gianni's house. One of the things we took was a camera. And then Elizabeth comes in. Okay. And then they flip
Yeah.
back to chess.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't think Elizabeth knows.
Hmm. Does Elizabeth go to kill Stephen?
Okay, I was kind of confused what was happening there too, because she decides to not give him his temazepam in his coffee anymore. And this is after Penny and John, just Romeo and Julieted. And she had
What
some
is,
thought. That's a sleeping medicine. Because I looked it up and I was like, what does that do again? Because they had mentioned it before.
yeah,
So I wasn't sure if this is like, is she trying to wean him off of it now? Is she trying to quicken his death? I don't know. I couldn't remember.
is she putting him in the memory care unit? That's not clear to me.
Maybe. Yeah, I forgot what temazepam was for because I think they had mentioned it earlier, but I totally forgot.
They definitely did. They definitely mentioned
Yeah.
it in the beginning. And that was like, I thought she gave that to him when he was having like bad, maybe it's because she thought he was having a good day and she gave it to him when he was having bad days. I don't know.
I don't remember. But
Okay.
it seemed like she shed a tear or something when she did it. So then I was like, well, what's happening?
Right. It seemed like she was taking him out to pasture and then it was like curtains
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, I know. Like, oh my goodness.
So, okay. I think that's all I have to talk about the book. What about you?
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. The only other thing we haven't covered is Joanna buys the place.
Oh, yes.
I like that. I don't really have a ton to say, but
Yeah, it was nice that Joyce and Joanna, it seems like they're starting to repair their relationship, and
yeah.
Joanna will probably be able to visit a lot more now that it's one of her companies.
Mm-hmm. But that was still another one where I was like, wow, another thread that I forgot about. Coming back.
Yes.
So, okay, are we ready to rate the book?
Let's do it.
Okie dokie. So, first thing, message/theme.
Um, I'm thinking my head's going to a 4. The themes I'm thinking of is like, you know, old people feeling like they're like forgotten about, but they're actually important people.
Yeah, I really like that. Still having fun in
Still
your
having
old
fun.
age. There's
Yes.
still mystery and
Friendship.
adventure, friendship.
Hmm.
That's great. Yeah, I really like that. Um, murder or not murder, but taking your own life. Didn't
I
love
didn't
that
like
theme.
that. I didn't like that. I don't feel like I don't think it made enough sense to justify so many of these.
I know. Yeah,
So,
that's getting docked.
yeah.
All right, so four, you think?
4 for me. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm also thinking four.
Okay.
All right, writing style.
A 5. I liked it.
Hmm. I really liked it. There are so many characters though. So I might put that under writing style and give it a
I'm gonna
four.
put, we don't have a plot, but I think for the bonuses, I'm gonna put like the plot
Hmm.
structure.
Hmm. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, character depth.
5. All these characters seemed very multifaceted, perhaps too much.
Two, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think I'll go five too, because I can't really think of anything I w wouldn't want. I
Well, I mean,
love
I
the
guess Father
characters.
Mackey, I really liked the characters, but Father
Yeah.
Mackey was like a little strange. There were some strange parts, but I think overall 5.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll stick with a five. All right, lands the plane.
3.5.
Oh, three and a half.
Like the plane is
Wow.
landed, but there was just, I feel like if I'm talking about what I enjoyed the least about this book, it was the ending.
Oh. So what about it? Just that the mysteries didn't make sense or that we weren't they weren't guessable? Like they were just kind of too out there?
Some of it felt like it was a little too guessable, like not guessable, but I think it was just like there's just so much happening and like we were getting lost. And it's just like,
Yeah.
this is not a terribly long book for me to be
This confused.
confused. And we took like multiple breaks to like read and like discuss.
Yeah.
So,
That's a good point. I was thinking 4, but I think I might go 3.5 also.
well, go with your heart.
Well,
You have two hearts.
yeah, me and Franklin average out. Well,
Yeah.
when I first finished it though, I had a lower rating than how I currently feel about it
Yeah.
because I was just so confused. But also I'd taken the break, so I don't know. Hard to say.
Okay.
All right, I'll stick with 3.5. What about entertainment?
I would say a 4. I really enjoyed
Hmm.
it, but especially compared to like Not Quite Dead Yet, it's not as like engaging or Unbroken Country. Like I couldn't
Oh.
put those books down. So like
Did you
in
already finish Broken
comparison,
Country?
I already finished it. It was so good.
Whoa. Wow, okay.
I couldn't stop reading it.
Hmm. Okay. I haven't ordered it yet. So
I'll bring my copy.
okay.
Um,
Okay, but yes, so compared to those books,
yeah. Like it was entertaining, but it was like it's a little bit slower. It's like a cozy, the,
yes,
the cozy murder, which anytime it's cozy, it's going to be a little bit slower, I think.
that's true. Easier to put down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was at first thinking of 5 because I do love the characters so much and I was like intrigued by all the plot, but I knocked it down to 4.5
Okay.
because yeah, all the
It's a little
same
slow.
reasons. Sometimes a little bit slow, hard to follow.
Yeah.
4.5.
Okay.
Okay, other miscellaneous.
I think this is where I'm going to dock for my too much plot,
Yeah.
too much plot. Uh, for a book that's character driven, too much
Yeah.
plot.
Because there's
So,
so many characters too. There, there's a lot. And they all have the same
yes.
name.
Yes.
So, or they all have names. Because I really liked that what Brandon Sanderson did in Tress, where he said, these names don't matter. Don't worry about them. I said, wow, more
The
books should do
Dougs.
that. The
Yes.
Dougs.
Yes.
That would be helpful in this book, I think.
Yes, we could have cut off at least two or three plot lines, and
Yeah,
I think it would have actually improved the book.
I kind of think so too. There's a little too much going on.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give a 3.
And yeah. Um,
But you don't have
I'll
to
go.
use this bonus category for
I
plot because
know
I think
that's
you did that with the
true.
writing
I
style.
did it with writing style. Yeah, I guess I'll just leave it where it is. Okay, what do you think our final rating came out to?
I think like a 4.4, a 4 even.
4 even?
Hmm.
Yep, 4.1.
All right.
Yeah, which I feel like is a little lower than I would have said for this book. If someone just asked me, like, oh, how'd you like Thursday Murder Club? I'd be like, it's really good. I guess 4.1 is really good still. But maybe I would have thought it'd be closer to 4.5.
How would this compare to Not Quite Dead Yet without
They're
giving
just
spoilers?
so different. Where it's
Yeah.
like, what kind of book are you looking for? Because are you looking for an actual thriller, like heart racing, who did the murder, page turner? Definitely not quite dead yet. But if you're looking for something that's more like a happy read, like you could read this at the beach, I think.
Till
Overall,
you get
some
to the
parts,
end.
I know.
Okay,
That's super true.
what about this book to Trust? Those are both kind of cozy reads.
Oh, I think Tress. Yeah, I think Tress overall. Yeah, Tress was really good.
I
But I
really
do
like
like these
Trust.
characters. They were really funny.
I really like the characters too. I think it's a solid book. I think it's a solid
Hmm.
book, but I just there's a lot of investment happening with all of these names that, like we were talking about, are pointless. But
Yeah, I think that's. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that's it.
so
But still good. But people say this was their least favorite book out of the series.
yes,
So,
I've heard that the subsequent books, it sounds like the plot trimmer was turned on.
yeah. Which is weird because you think that would have been in the first book. Most editing, right?
Yeah, I mean, usually that is how it goes.
So,
But I mean, if you're like a really famous person, I do think maybe you can get like
get a
away with a little
pass.
bit more, yeah, than like a nobody. And maybe what happened is the editor said too much plot, and Osmond's like, no, 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 no,
We
no.
need
And then
it.
book comes out, and then everyone says it, and he's like, okay, maybe. And then he took that moving forward. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unclear.
We'll need to ask him questions for the author.
Yes. Okay, so what did the Reddit say? Did you have a chance to look?
Okay. I did look at the Reddits. Let me pull up my pictures only a little bit. Um, okay. So one person said, overall, I did enjoy the book, but I have some issues with it. It's a little slow at times. Like the characters, but if the humor doesn't work for you, it'll be a dud of a read. And then he
True.
goes, but man, not sure what the author is thinking with some of the plotting. They said, I didn't like three unconnected murders in one place. Felt kind of anticlimactic and no closure on Bogdan. How does that second part get past an editor? His motive was fine, but no way to get there until he told us. Which is kind of what we said.
Hmm.
Unguessable.
Yeah.
Um, Elizabeth says Elizabeth saying she's going to turn in John just seems cruel at this point. And Bernard made no sense. In the end, we have not one, not two, but three euthanasias. Just seems a tad much when none of them made sense other than maybe Penny's.
He forgot one. Sister
Well,
Maggie.
euthanasias. That
Oh,
was but
okay.
yeah, yeah, similar.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so he said a lot of the same things that we thought.
Did you write that one?
No. I haven't posted on the Reddits yet.
Did you pick it because it agreed with everything that you thought?
It was just a popular opinion. What can I say? But yeah, he hit on. I hadn't read that review since I took a screenshot of it. But yeah, we really talked about all
That
the same things.
honestly, we could have just read that and then skipped this
Podcast
episode.
done. Yeah, honestly, Reddit summarized it very well.
Okay, what else?
This one I thought was interesting. Someone said, so deeply boring. You can't just kill a random man no one cares about, including the characters in the book. They don't care about him, and then expect the reader to be invested in solving the murder. There's nothing anchoring it. What do you think of that?
I disagree because because I mean, I did say, I was like, I hope Ian dies and nobody looks for him.
Ha 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 ha. Oh, that's right.
You
Yeah.
know, so I mean, there is like truth to that, but I feel like it was more about like the relationships of the murder club and them, like Nancy Drew figuring it out. I almost feel
Yeah.
like if it was someone like important, it would have made it not feel like a cozy read.
That's true. You're right. Yeah. That is kind of hard to make a murder mystery cozy.
Right, because it's like the Thursday murder clubs, like they're being very like, what do you call it, glib or glibe?
Yeah. I don't know. Glide?
Guys.
Um, glib. Really?
Oh,
I
I
don't know if
I
I
didn't know
believe
what that
that.
meant. Okay. Uh, a word or the person speaking them is fluent and voluble, but insincere and shallow. What does that mean? Smooth talking, silky. Okay, that was not the right word. Okay, what I was trying to mean was flippant. They're being very casual about like
Hmm.
these murders and being very silly about it.
Yeah.
And I think that's why like Penny and Chris got so upset about the bones because they're like, this isn't like a game.
Yeah.
This is like someone's dead. This is real. And they're treating it like it's a fun little supper club game,
Right. Yeah.
which you can only do if you don't know any of the victims.
Yeah, that's true. I think so. I'm reading through some more reviews on Goodreads, and I think that's this whole setup either really worked for people where they're like, wow, what a fun, cozy read, or they were like, what a terrible mystery book because I wasn't
Mm,
invested in the mystery.
mm.
But it's for that reason. You can, yeah. So either that worked for people, maybe it depends on what your expectation was.
Yeah. This is not,
So,
it's not a traditional thriller.
no.
It's more of, I haven't read a Nancy Drew book, if you can believe.
Ever?
Never.
What do you mean never? Not even
Haven't.
elementary school?
Nope.
What? We should read Nancy Drew. I feel like I read a lot of Nancy Drew.
We should throw them in. I read
Yeah.
other detective books, like that girl Cam, who had the
Pam
photographic memory.
Jansen.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was cool.
But I never did Nancy Drew or the Hardy Boys. But that's how I imagine like one of those mysteries would be, where it's like it's not intended to scare or spook or stress the
Yeah.
reader out.
I don't know. I remember getting a little spooked from Nancy Drew, but maybe it's
Okay.
because I was 8.
Well, I haven't read them, so I don't know, but that's how I
We
always
should read
imagined it.
one.
All
I
right.
think that is probably how they are. I think that's a good take on it.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. I think we should add that to the list. Yeah, and I think that's I'm looking at more reviews now. People really love the characters. I think strong points, characters, cozy read, weak points, plot drags, not a good mystery thriller.
yes. This book to me is very similar to Somewhere Beyond the Sea,
Oh.
where the characters are so endearing that it covers up like a lot of like weird plot.
Yeah. But I like this plot better than Beyond the Sea. Like
Yes,
it
I
made more
think
sense.
yes, I think this book is probably better than Beyond the Sea. I don't know if I like the characters better or worse. I think I like them the same, which is saying a lot because I really like the characters in Somewhere Beyond the Sea.
They were fun characters. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I like them in different ways.
Yeah, but just like I could just read about the characters just like doing stuff. Like they're just very silly.
Right. Yeah. Hmm. So would you read another book in the series?
Oh yeah.
Think
Yeah,
we
I
should add it
definitely
to the
would.
pod?
I think we should.
I would read, yeah, I would definitely read this again.
I have bad news for you, Missy.
Our timer's up.
In oh, I didn't check that. We have 2 minutes, so almost. But in our latest poll, and I would like for
Oh.
everyone to vote. Did you see
Oh
it?
no. Yeah, well, I checked it the other day. I did you vote this time? I didn't vote.
I did vote. But
Oh.
would you like more video podcasts? And we have 100% says yes.
Well, okay, that's like what, 2 votes at this point?
4.
4. Really? 4?
Mm-hmm.
What? That
Chrissy,
sounds
they
like a
want to see
lot.
you.
No.
Chrissy wants to stay hidden.
Yeah. That sounds like so much effort.
I know. That does feel like a lot more work. So who knows? We have 3 months to
I
think
don't
about it.
know. Yeah. We can work on our setting up our studio in the meantime.
That's right. That's right. Or more votes will come in and they'll tell us don't work any harder than you already are because what you're doing is for free. So,
Yeah. I mean, who would say no, though? No, I don't want to see you. That seems kind of rude.
I think if you're like, watch,
Don't care.
I don't
Yeah,
watch podcasts,
that's true. I
then I would
don't.
say no. I don't really either.
I probably just wouldn't vote, though, at that point.
Oh,
We didn't have a no
don't
opinion
care.
option. Well,
You're
too
right.
late. We
You're
already have 4
right.
votes.
Too late. We can't change it. Can't change it.
Nope, it's set. Well, email us if you have another third option you'd
Yeah.
like us to know about.
Yeah. Email us saying, I don't care.
That's it. No context.
No, don't put a header. Don't sign your name. Just
Yeah.
put I don't care. We'll know. We'll
Yeah.
know.
Well, no, that's your poll answer.
Yes. Okay, well, this has
Perfect.
been fun.
Yeah. So talking about the movie next? Is that the plan?
We're gonna try to talk about the movie. I don't have a ton to say, so maybe like a
Yeah.
30-minute in and out
Maybe it's a catch up slash movie.
catch up slash movie. Yeah, because we're on the
Could be the
countdown.
last one.
The last one.
That's crazy.
I know. And then Chrissy's gonna be a little mamacita,
Oh my gosh, with little Franklet.
a little Franklet, a little Franklet of her own.
Yeah. Franklet in a blanket. Did I tell you? Oh, I could save
You
this for
did.
the next. Well, I told you about the Franklin in a blanket, but I could save this for the next podcast. We could repeat it. I think it's so funny. So I was telling my professor last week if I was pregnant, whatever, and then he started asking questions like, "Oh, is it a boy or girl? Like, do you have any names?" And I said, "Yeah, we like the name Francis." And he said, "Oh." And then he said, "Will she at least have a middle name so she has another option?"
Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy? I thought it was so funny though. I was like, that is a crazy thing to say.
That is so crazy to say to someone who is like 100 months pregnant.
I
It's too late. It's too late. You've had 9 months to think about it, and this is what
Yeah.
you landed on.
It's like, oh my gosh. It's so direct.
Oh my God. What's this guy's name? Oh, don't say. Um,
Very normal name.
very normal name. All right. Steve,
Basically,
Bobby, John.
you'd probably guess it if you kept going. I know. It's like, oh my gosh.
I love our little Franklet to be.
Yeah.
Little babe. Little baby
Cute little
babe.
name.
At least you're not an octopi.
With 8 kids?
No, an
Or no,
octopi,
you
they
mean an
have.
actual. Oh.
Oh, yeah. I
I
didn't
was
mean like
hearing like
Octomom.
Octomom. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you guys aren't going to hear that fun fact, but the fun fact is
Mm.
that octopi birth 160,000 children at once.
Oh my gosh. Then they eat them. Or no, do they eat them or they just die?
They
I don't think
die
they
so
even
that they
eat
don't eat
them.
them.
Yeah. Though
So,
the mom dies. That's right. That's right.
yeah, yeah.
Yikes. Yeah,
Wow,
so
that's a fun little teaser for
terrible.
another cozy read.
Oh yeah. Yeah, can you guess which one? Octopi.
Octopi. All right, well, this has been so fun.
Yeah. I'll talk to you next time.
Yeah, love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.